Hi guys, Soulless Ginger here. Just to give you a quick update on the channel. Sorry for the images. I'm using the webcam on my laptop. It's not the best. We've run into some issues on the channel in terms of live streaming. I'm not going to go into the full information on the video. I went into a lot of detail on the last stream that happened on the 12th of July, which was yesterday if you're watching this video today. But for future purposes, that's the date, 12th of the 7th, 2020. So effective immediately, we're moving all live streams over to twitch.tv/SoulessGingerPlays. The reasons for it are all covered in the Alien Isolation video, the final stream. It's very heavy-hearted that we've had to do this, but for the benefit of the stream, for the benefit of providing content and securing content as well, that's another big part of it, and not having to worry about being thrown out of my own stream, about my stream cutting off, fighting to have a video put back onto my site when I've not breached any issue, is something that is needed. And moving over to Twitch is a lot more user friendly. It's also a better platform for creating and for streaming live. It's a lot more accessible as well, so I can do a lot more than just use my PS4. So, effective immediately, we are heading over to Twitch. I've already set up the account and changed it from just a casual following account to a full live stream. We're going live as of 2 p.m. Great British time. We're going to be streaming for 8 hours, starting with Resident Evil 4. Which has been suggested by one of the mods from YouTube. In case you don't want to go watch the Alien Isolation video, essentially what's happened is there was two incidents when I started the live stream, and I started it just literally for no reason. It was just something to do when whatever was happening in the world, with the pandemic and everyone going crazy. It was just something to do and keep myself occupied, so my love to go back to gaming came into full effect. And along the way, I've met some wonderful people, and the channel was dormant for 5 years, and my monetization was taken away, which is fine. I understand. I haven't uploaded anything, so it's not something I mind. So it wasn't anything about that. But one of the early streams I got bounced out real for some reason, and this is when I wasn't even talking. Because there wasn't anybody in the chat, it was just a stream. Then the second time I got thrown out, it was during the very first Alien Isolation stream, and that was kind of annoying. But as with the other live stream, I thought it was either my internet provider or my PS4 playing it, so I didn't think too much into it. But there was a faint bell in the back of my head going. So I'd heard everybody telling me to jump over to Twitter, from Twitter on to go over to Twitch. Sorry, and I didn't want to, because I'm loyal to the core, literally to the cause as well. Where it takes a lot for me to just suddenly go, do you know what? Maybe it is time to move on. But once I make that mindset, there's no stopping me. Somebody on Twitter had asked me to platinum a game for them, which I did, and then they asked me to platinum another one, which then brought on the Resident Evil 5 grind streams that we've just done, like nearly 30 odd hours worth of footage. And this is where the problem started in full effect. Now, the first day of it, we'd done like nearly 10 hours. The videos are in the channel for you to watch. And it was a trophy grind, this is a platinum grind, so it's literally we're going for everything, and it's also a way for me to get my save file back and then I can use that footage to create extra videos out of it, so to speak. At the end of the video, towards the end of the video, like maybe 7-8 hours in, somebody came into the chat and was kind of obscure with what they were doing. They left and then they came back towards the end, and literally within the last 45 minutes I had to make someone on the chat a mod to then help me, because we just got bombarded with trolls and bots. It wasn't fun, but you know, this happens when you live stream and when you do these videos, and that's fine. To have to deal to how you deal with it and so forth. You know, it's fine that we have to deal with it. What's not fine is in no support. You can just turn off the comments for that person, but that doesn't stop them. You know, there's nothing there. So that was literally, now the straw that's on the camel's back is now like this. It's literally to like a hairline of being broken. I took the next day to not stream, and I privatized everything so no one could see anything, so it would stop the bot attack, because it mass disliked everything, it messed with the view count, it really messed up the analytics. I went back and streamed the day afterwards, so I took a day off and then came back, did another 12 hours. Had no issues on that stream, so I thought, okay, maybe we're good. So I reactivated every video on there, and then 5.5 hours into the next day, so the third stream in 4 days, after 5.5 hours my stream went dead like that. But this time, instead of throwing me out and saying it's cut the stream, it still had everything on screen that I look at through my PlayStation, but it was just the viewer count was 0. And I've got my laptop on so I can see the chat properly, because it only shows parts of messages, doesn't it? And I'm kind of looking at the chat, but I'm there, and I can see the viewer count's gone down. My phone is still fine, and the stream's fine, and the internet's fine. But then I get a message from Twitter, from the mod, saying the stream's been ripped. You've breached the community guidelines. That's what the message is saying. I don't know what I did. So I turned off the stream, came back, put it back on, and in the background I'm trying to find where this video is, but I can't find it. Now normally when a video is pulled for review, it's literally left on your account for you to go into to look. It wasn't there. It took, in the next hour and a half that I was streaming, I accidentally found it, which is ridiculous. Even the link that was already on my laptop in the bar for me to just refresh it wasn't there. So somehow I found it, and immediately went into the appeals and just told them there's no hate speech, there's no obscenities, there's no derogatory. This happened the other day with the troll attack, so why have you done this now? You can't do this to me for Resident Evil 5 when this is the third Resident Evil stream. There's lots of Resident Evil 2 streams and Resident Evil 3 and now Alien Isolation, and yet you've got YouTubers who do all sorts of weird stuff, from their racial slurs and everything, and this video which has like 5 people watching, and you've done this. And then we went into a debate about what was going on, and I told them, you want me to get 1,000 subscribers, do 1,000 hours content, and have 1,000 hours watched? This is too many problems that have happened, and I've only been doing this like 2.5 months, not even that, maybe just a little bit longer. So to make matters worse, somebody on Twitter contacted me about this, because I was talking to them about it, and they asked me to see if I could get my PS4 tested, which I did, and I called up my internet provider, because after what they said, it made the bell that was in the back of my head start going louder. There was nothing wrong with my PS4. There's nothing wrong with my internet provider. On those days, there was no blackout, there was no blip, there was no nothing. So the stream should never have been bounced out. And with the PlayStation 4, it's not even 7 months old. It's a brand new one, because my old base one, it died, hence why all my save files are gone. And so I've now got a PS4 Pro, and it's well ventilated, it's cleaned, it's kept in good condition, it's looked after very well. But there was still this. So when we had we started looking at it, we started to see a very, very disturbing pattern very, very quickly. The viewers have gone through the roof with this in terms of going from zero to what we're getting. You guys who have subscribed recently, you've been awesome. Literally, and to me, even if I get like one extra sub, that's amazing. You know, that's one or 1,000. You're all the same. You guys have made this great, and I can't put that into words enough and give you my gratitude enough. But it seems like I'm going up against the tide. I'm that salmon trying to get up the stream, pun intended. So it's going to be hard to get back to being monetized there, and yet over Twitch, 500 hours, 3 people to watch can get 50 followers. If you 28 guys and girls, people of all ages, human beings, whatever you want to be, you know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. The world's completely different now, and you know, everybody's changing, and it's a beautiful thing. It's wonderful. Just please, we need to educate each other. You know? If all 28 of you jumped over to Twitch, which is twitch.tv/soullessgingerplays, and follow me there, I'm almost at affiliate like that in one day. It is truly heavy-hearted that I have to do this. As I said, this was only started for memes, for jokes, for a laugh. I didn't expect to find such a passion for it, so to speak. I've really begun to enjoy streaming with everybody and talking with everybody. I know there's been a lot of Resident Evil recently. I've just been in the mood to play it. Plus, you can adjust the volume with Resident Evil. Megaman Legacy Collection, you can't so much. One thing I really wanted to do was last night on the Alien Isolation stream was to finish the game, but unfortunately in the 6 hours we streamed we did like a level and a half, because those 2 levels were ridiculously long, and the map is very obtuse. So we're moving it over to Twitch. I was going to try and finish it, and if not, do the Alien Isolation streams here to finish it off, but I think that would put over a miscommunication that we're leaving, but we've still got a foot here, and I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to stream over on Twitch, and then we're going to import videos here. So it's either going to be a live stream or moments from the stream, or like I can make strat videos, like this is how you do this boss, this is how you do this level, something like that, you know, because that's what I kind of want to do. It's reignited that fire there to start doing something creatively and use my film and media qualifications that I got 20 years ago and that I've never used. But yes, I wanted to tell all of you this. That's why I really wanted everyone to try and jump into the Alien Isolation stream last night. Yeah, I apologise for the noise outside. I live on a busy high street. This is why I very rarely have a camera, because the lighting's terrible. But yeah, I chose to stay with YouTube because I started there, and I honestly thought it was going to be a good way to reactivate the account and get going. But clearly, I don't think it is. To be thrown out of free of your own streams and then to have to fight to get one of the videos pulled back just so you can have it, so you can then chop it up and make it into a project anyway. It's not right. It's not the way I want to do things. I want a simple, easy life, just to be able to stream, make my content, and then put it here. So with Twitch, it's going to be a lot easier. Like I said, it's a lot more user friendly. There's a lot more built into the site that I can use. So I can literally say go from my laptop and have my N64 go in, so we can play some Mario 64 or GoldenEye or whatever. But yeah, that's the main reason we're going to Twitch, is to do the content better and to have a secure platform. Because I've watched a lot of streams over the last few years, and I've talked to a lot of streamers recently, and no one's had the amount of problems I've had in this short space of time. They have it like here and there. Literally, I've had it bump, 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 hop, skip, and a fall. So to me, that tells me way too much, way too soon. It's not supported, and when you're already going against the algorithm, it makes it even pretty much impossible to do. So head over to Twitch, twitch.tv // Soulless Ginge Plays. We're going live, like I said, from 2 p.m. today, which is the 13th of July. It's Resident Evil 4, and there's a schedule on there. It's telling me what we're streaming, when we're streaming it, and what we're going to be doing. So jump over there, give me a follow, get your friends to do it as well, do whatever, you're going to have some fun. We're trying to build a community. Hopefully you guys come over there with me, and we can continue our talks, our fun, megaman, Resident Evil, loads of other stuff. There's lots of games that we're looking at getting. We currently have not just Resident Evil 4, but potentially going and finishing Resident Evil 5. There's like 10 trophies away from Platinum, that one. There's Resident Evil 6, which I have not played on PS4, but I've done it on PS3. I don't really care too much about Platinum being that one, because that game is massive. It's like a 7-8 hour campaign per person, so that's going to be really long. There's Streets of Rage 4 to look forward to. We're looking at getting hold of Until Dawn, due to the success of Alien Isolation's first time. I'm now starting to branch out to like find horror style games that we can play together, because there was an old platitude for film, for TV I should say, that we've amalgamated for this community. The old saying was, if you haven't seen this, it's new to you, referring to a television program that you haven't seen. We're going to use that for gaming. You know, if you haven't played this yet, it's new to you. You know, Alien Isolation might be a game that's nearly 10 years old, but it's still new to that person who's not played it. So there's that. Mega Man 10, I have never ever played that, so that's going to be one that's going to be done on Twitch as well. Mega Man X 6, 7, and 8, that's going to be on Twitch as well. Let me see. Wild Guns Reloaded. We're going to be doing something called like a pentathlon sort of thing, which is 5 games we're going to try and play through. And it doesn't matter if we finish it or if we speed run or whatever it is. It's just a playthrough thing for the memes. And it's like a 5-hour stream. We do 5 games, hour per game. It'll be various things. So it could be like 5 NES games, 5 Super NES games, or 5 Amstrad CPC games. Which for you guys that aren't in Europe, my apologies. That's my phone. Very professional, I know. But yeah, the Amstrad CPC, for those of you that aren't in Europe and the UK, it was a competitor to the Commodore 64, and I think the MSX was here in the UK as well, but that's in Japan, so, and in the Asian market, so that's what it is. It was the home computer that I started with that started me on this wonderful journey, so there's a lot of games I want to show on there that get ridiculed on here. One of them is Friday the 13th. Everybody hates that game. It isn't great, trust me. If you've seen the videos on YouTube, it's literally, I'm already down in the Grand Canyon trying to work my way up with a toothpick to defend that game. But hear me out when the stream comes out, and we'll go from there. Excuse me. We're looking at getting the Friday the 13th game back on PS4, because we could do some memes with that. Curse of the Moon 2 has just been released, and Curse of the Moon 1 is relatively inexpensive at the moment. I prefer to get it physically, but that's astronomical, so I'm going to break my rule and buy it digitally, because I really want to play that. That's a very good Castlevania-esque game, and I think that would be a great first-time play as well. So we've got Until Dawn as well coming. There's so many games and so many ideas. Head on over to Twitch, twitch.tv / Soulless Ginge Plays. You'll see that. You'll see what these streams are going to be called. There's certain ones. Like I said, the pentathlon is 5 games that we're going to play through. those will be done on the older ones through the like a PC and a laptop. Maybe even Mega Man, because Mega Man Legacy Collection 1, there's 6 on there, so I could probably do 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, because I don't really like 5. I think we all know that on this stream. Um, but yeah, or the Mega Drive Collection. There's 50 games there, so there's lots to, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to choose from. I am very excited. I'm actually shaking because I'm a bit anxious as well. It's basically taking all of this and starting again, which has kind of made it. It's almost like the 3 months here have been kind of redundant, but they haven't, because we're going to be restarting. It hasn't been redundant because I've met all of you. You guys and girls, people, everybody who have subscribed or who have tuned in, who have commented in the chat, and who say give me pointers about a game. Thank you, Eleanor, Resident Evil 5, Josh, Drago, Bun, you guys coming into the streams relatively many times recently. Those are the guys just off the top of my head. There's obviously random people who come in. Void for the Mega Man, shout out to Void. I don't want to lose that. I don't want you guys to miss out on this, so that's why I'm putting this here for full transparency on why last night was the final YouTube stream. Head over to Twitch, twitch.tv/SoullessGingerPlays. Do a follow. I'm not even asking you to subscribe because that'll cost you money. Just follow me. If you follow, you still get the notifications. We can meme it up in chat, and we can do so much. And when we go forward with like the Super Nintendo Game Boy player, we can play the Mega Man games on the Game Boy. There's just Zeta. There's so much there. There's so many. There's so much we can do, and I'm looking forward to it. And as heavy-hearted, as sad as I feel, especially last night, I had a tear in my eye and quite choked when I ended the stream. That I didn't want to go. I don't want to have to do this, but I've got a lot more of a positive feeling jumping over to there, because especially trolling, you can already have the words in, so you can literally ban someone like that. You don't have to worry about it. But like the site already does it for you. So yeah, for every negative, there is a positive. And whilst the negative is moving the live stream across, the positive is you guys can come over to there as well and not miss a beat, and also grow that community exponentially, because we can also put this in genres, and we can also hit games that we can see what people are streaming, and we can just pick a tile that isn't. And a big one for that is Splatterhouse for the Xbox 360 and PS3. It's also got the trilogy from back in the day on there as well, so we literally can do 4 games in streams. So head over to twitch.tv/SoullsGinge. I know I keep saying it, I'm really sorry. But I've got to get the name out there. SoullsGinge Plays, for more retro goodness and for more memes and lols and whatnot. It's been such a great journey over here, talking with guys on the videos I put from years ago to meeting some of you wonderful people. It truly is. And it's because of you guys that I want to keep doing this. I want to keep streaming. I really do. I didn't think I would. I thought I would just do it for a little while and then get bored, but I haven't. It's 2 things. I'm meeting people that have a passion and a love for these characters as well as reigniting my passion and my love for gaming as well. So it's almost like a win-win. Even though the world's kind of going to hell in a handbasket, this is a good thing. Conversing with wonderful people like yourselves, it's because of you. That's why I want this channel to grow so much, but over there, and have audience participation. So if you want me to like die 100 times as Sonic, I'll do it. If you want me to run around in a circle as Leon, blowing up everything with the rocket launcher in Resident Evil 2 remake, I'll do it. But we'll also, it's going to be a give and take there. I'll put something out, so give you guys like 10 games to choose from. You choose the 5. we play them, and then there'll be a day where I'm going to play this game. It's the first time I want to play it. It's intriguing. If it's trash, we'll turn it off and put something better on and go for that. But I don't want to be that streamer that just does whatever and doesn't give back to everybody and doesn't say thank you. And again, I said it last night on the stream, and it's something that really stuck with me back in 2014 at the Glastonbury Festival with Kaiser Chiefs, when they said, this does mean a lot, when they say it, but we mean it. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You guys, it doesn't matter that I only have 28 subscribers. You guys have been amazing. You've done more than you'll ever know. You literally brought so much happiness here and made me feel welcome. And you made me feel like a person again, because we've shared these jokes, these fun times, and love for certain video game characters. So I don't want that to stop. I don't want that to end. So if you head over to twitch.tv/SoullessGingerPlays, maybe one more time at the end, we can keep that up. If you don't want to, I completely understand that. I'm not going to tell you to do whatever you don't want to do. That's not me. You're more than happy to stay here and get the content, but it's going to be few and far between, because when I take it from Twitch, I'm going to have to do some editing to it, and I'll be putting a banner around it, so you might not get a lot of it, because obviously the chat you're not going to see, so you're just going to hear my replies, and sometimes that can be quite, I'm missing something, because I'm referencing something in the chat, I'm referencing something that I've seen, and it's kind of weird. So yeah, head on over and do that. But yes, this will be like an archive thing, and top 10s. The Resident Evil 2 video, Resident Evil 2/3 video project is coming. My laptop has had some issues. I now need a new battery and a charger. So even just having it connected via the AC adapter doesn't work anymore. It keeps cutting itself out, and I cannot afford to try rendering it and it cuts out, because if it corrupts the whole thing, I've got to then re-edit everything, and I don't want to be doing that. It took ages. So yeah, that's going to happen. That's probably going to be a couple of weeks now, maybe a month or two, because of how everything's going. But alas, this is the end of live. This is the end of the streaming live here. But not the end of the memes, not the end of the jokes, not the end of this community. We're just simply moving house. That's all it is. And you're all more than welcome. Seriously, hand on my heart, you wonderful people, please come and join me and watch us build this wonderful little home that you guys have built. Because if it weren't for you guys coming in and talking and saying, hey, play Mega Man 5, hey, all that, it would have been I probably would have stopped. So yeah. So yes, apologies for this. I literally showered and ran out. I had to do some things, and I've literally got so much to do before I stream. And this has now gone for nearly 30 minutes. So I do apologise for the ramble. Please take care. Look after yourselves. You guys are awesome. I love every single one of you, and I really do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on this little journey. We've amassed so much in such a short space of time. I want us to carry that over and keep going. So it will be awesome. We'll have some real fun. Alrighty, so this is Soulless Ginge for the very last time. Kind of. Yeah, this is the end for the live streams. But yeah, head on over twitch.tv/SoullessGingerPlays. Told you it was the last time. Do a follow. The faster I get affiliate as well, I'm already laughing, and then it pays for itself. So yes, thank you so much for supporting. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for jumping into the streams. Thank you for watching the old videos. Trust me, the content is still going to be on this channel. It's just not going to be live streams anymore. So, thank you so much for supporting. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for making me feel welcome. And hopefully I'm not going to say this and it's going to bite me back. Thank you for jumping over to Twitch and following me and supporting me over there. It's going to be really good to see you guys over there. I really hope you can come on the next part of the journey. If not, we'll converse in the comments on the videos I upload. You know, it's just not going to be as frequent. Sadly, it's literally going to be like probably one day a month where I just upload, maybe two, something like that. So yeah, so you take care, guys. Don't forget, from 2 p.m. on the 13th of July 2020, that's the first stream with Resident Evil 4. Head over to twitch.tv/SonTheStreamsPlays. I told you. For that, and we'll be there. Alright, guys, thank you so much. You've been awesome. And I've been so much change.